Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Anna, and today we're going to talk about blushes that just feel like fall. They're warm, they're toasty, they're just right for this time of year. And yeah, I got quite the little selection here to talk about, and we're continuing on our little fall edit with cheap products. Maybe you can pull some inspiration from this video and dig through your collection and see if you have some blushes that just feel warm, toasty, cozy fall to you. And if you can think of any, let me know down below in the comments. I love to hear from you about that. And if there's some blushes you think I might need, let me know. I like blush. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I got a whole bag here. I'm not good at this edit thing. Like I just kind of pull as much as I want that fits the vibe. I try to curate it down a little bit, and yeah, I just want to give like generally like a good color inspiration for you guys, but also these are just things that I love for this time of year. Some of these things may not be available still, some of them are, so yeah, if they are still in the market, I will have them linked below. But if they're not, take them as color inspiration and kind of just what's suiting the vibe, and maybe I'll find some dupes and some recommendations as well. I will put that down below. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so I've got a selection of high-end and drugstore. I've got various finishes and formulations to talk about. We got matte, we got shimmery, we've got liquid, we got cream. We got it all. And a variation of shade as well. Like not all of them are warm toasty. Like some are a little bit more plummy, some are a little bit more berry. I got a little selection here. Talking about these shades that kind of carry me into fall from summer. Luminoso from Milani is one of those shades. It's very much a beautiful shade for the spring summer month because it has that just beautiful golden peachiness, but it also has enough warmth in it that it can really flow right on into fall really easily and pair with a lot of looks. It's so pretty. It really is. It's such a classic shade, and truly is one of those that you could keep in your rotation year round and it not feel out of place because it's just so that pretty and that flattering on so many skin tones. But like if you're fair like me, this can be a wonderful fall shade if you don't want to go too toasty with your blush and want to lean just in some nice peachy shades. This one is really good for that. And not only can you get this in the baked formulation, but there is also the Cheek Kiss Blush and Glow formulation that has a little bit more glow to it. It's a liquid formula, and they compare together so beautifully for a nice look. You can underpaint with this one. It is a nice balance of pigment and glow. It's not too glowy and it's not too pigmented. It's such a nice formulation, and these together can be a wonderful option for fair skin if you're not wanting to go too terribly toasty with your look, but you want something warm. These would be really good. Now, speaking of something that's really good for fair skin, that's not going to go too far into the toasty side of things and too warm, this from Wet n Wild, this is their liquid blush, Mega Glow Lip and Cheek color, and this is the shade Rosy Romance. Now, this is one of those warm rose colors that has a bit of warmth in it, but it's still a rose. It's still grounded in that rosy place, and it has a very soft quality to it and just a delicate warmth. And this is one that I think can be very pretty for really fair skin that's wanting something that leans just a little warm, but it's not going to be like, whoa, toasty, warm bronzer cheeks on you. That's where something like this can be perfect. And this one can also be a really good just kind of year-round blush as well. But yeah, it has a really soft matte airbrush type of finish to it also. It's just a very, very good product, and the shade I think is just kind of spot on for very fair skin up into like a light medium. It's very pretty, but it's going to keep you from going too terribly toasty with your blush and still just have that hint of warmth without being, oh my goodness, bronzer on your cheeks. You know what I mean? Because I do have some coming up that are quite toasty, like I have on today. I definitely have some toastiness going on. Also in that kind of rosy formulation, somewhere between the warm rose And Luminoso, we have this one from Natasha Denona. Now this is her high blush in Fresh Mauve. And this is a very warm mauve. Like, it looks kind of cool in the pan, but on the cheek it definitely has a little bit of warmth in it that can just slightly warm the face up and just bring some life in. Really good for fair skin as well. And this is kind of a cream formula, or this is a cream formulation. Like, there's a little bit of warmth in here. It is not a cool mauve like that. I call that like a warm rose, honestly. But you have that, and then on this side you have a more of a Luminoso-esque shimmer shade that is a glowy shade that is also a cream formulation. And these are just very smooth, very luxurious feeling. Of course, it's Natasha. It better be luxurious for the price. But it just has that really nice soft warmth to it and glow. It's a subtle glow. It's not in your face. It's not too much. And it really just brings life to the cheeks. This, I think, is a really good option for fair skin if you're not wanting to go too toasty as well, and you just want to keep in that a little bit of that warm rose, slightly luminoso place where it's soft, gently warm. Are you picking up what I'm putting down with that? It's a warm mauve, and shades like this, I think, are so pretty for the fall season, particularly on fair skin, where if you go in something too orangey, it can clash with your skin tone a lot. This is really good for us pale skin, light eyes type of coloration. This one's good. And obviously it's going to work on more skin tones than that. It's just what I'm thinking for like this time of year, wanting to lean into those warmer shades. I have also kind of within that same vein, we have this one from Laura Geller. This is her baked blush in Pink Buttercream. And you're like, pink buttercream, really, for fall? It sounds like a spring shade, doesn't it? Now, there's a little bit of warmth in this one too. So it looks like a mauve. It looks like a mauve, but if you notice up close here, there's some warm little veining happening, in mine anyway. So when it goes on the cheeks, it has a very life-giving, brightening effect with a warmer undertone in there that can look so, so pretty. Particularly fair up to like a light medium skin tone. This is going to be amazing on you. And it has that gentle glow that just makes the cheeks pop in such a refined way. This particular one, Pink Buttercream, so pretty, so pretty. I love a good warm rosy type of color. That's one of my favorite blush tones, like for year round. But this one I think is really unique and really nice for us ghostly gals who are wanting to maybe dip their toe into something warm. But again, you don't want that full on orangey, bronzery, toasty look. Yeah, you're not really wanting like a terracotta cheek. Maybe. Now, I will wear a terracotta cheek. I will figure out a way to make it work because it's what I like. I like to experiment, be a little bolder with the blush, and will happily rock a terracotta cheek. It's really all about what you balance it out with, what you pair it with, and how you apply it. You can pretty much make any blush shade work on you. Now, this one here, this is from Bobbi Brown. This shade is called Pink Flame. So Pink Flame sounds like a warm pink. That's exactly what it is. It is one of those rosy pinks that just pulls a little warm on the cheeks. That kind of, yeah, I don't even know how to describe. I keep saying warm pink, but that's what they are. They're a warm pink, but they're earthy. They're not bright, hot pink. They're not a red pink. They're earthy. They're muted. They're grounded. And that earthiness, I think, is what really, to me, helps them take root within the fall look. They have a harvest-like quality to them. I don't know. It looks like you could buy mums in this shade, that kind of thing. Very pretty. Very, very pretty formulation. You see it's a little bit pinker, but as you work it in, again, it's going to pull a little warm. And just a beautiful formula. This is a really good one if you like a very easy cream blush to work with and you just want something pretty that is a one and done type of blush. It gives a little bit of glow because it does have a slight sheen to it. It's not flat matte. You also have a little mirror in here, which is nice, and this looks beautiful on the lips as well. Such a nice little blush. And I know like Bobbi Brown is a little pricey and you're like, for a cream blush for Bobbi Brown, come on. This one is really pretty. It's very pretty. And I think it has a really unique quality once it's blended out on the skin. And this one has a little bit more pigmentation to it. I think could really lend itself well to a deeper skin tone also, because it does have a little more color to it. I could see it being very pretty in that way. This one for CoverGirl, this Cheekers one. This is called Soft Sable. So this has a bit of a dusty warmth to it, but the reflect within it has a slight glow. The glow in it is actually cool toned. So it's really interesting. It has like a pearlescence that goes a little bit silvery or a little, cool. But the blush itself is a very dusty, warm shade. Like it's kind of browny. It is really quite unique. Very, very pretty. So on the cheek, it is going to pull this gorgeous, just earthy warmth that is not going to be too much on the face. This one you can build up, you can apply gently. You have so much versatility with the application. It looks like kind of almost washed out in the pan versus what it's going to look like on your skin. Now that's kind of a lighter application, but you could build this up and really get some beautiful glow from it as well. And sheen. They're very similar to how like the Laura Geller one looks on the face. That same kind of glow, you'll get that from this. And this is very, very affordable from the drugstore. You can't go wrong with a CoverGirl's Cheekers. And every time I open it, I need to smell it because I'm transported back to my mom's bathroom when I was a kid. Such a nostalgic smell. So yeah, Soft Sable is such a beautiful shade and very, very surprisingly earthy. This is for the very fair skin who is still cautious about going too earthy, toasty, terracotta, but you're wanting to try it. This is a really good way to test that out without it being like a peach shade, but something a little bit more in that earthier, muted quality. I need to get a thesaurus to describe some of these shades. My goodness. I also have this one for Bare Minerals. This is one of the bronzers. This is in Kiss of Mauve. Now, yes, mauve, again, much like the Natasha Denona, it's called mauve, but it's a warm mauve. It's not that grayed out lavender mauve. These are rosy, earthy, warm. And I mean, it's called a bronzer, so it's meant to kind of have that warmth in it. And this one I think is really unique because it has kind of like that CoverGirl one. It has a cooler pearlescence to it. Like it has a little bit like almost a bluish reflect when you move it, but it actually comes off really beautifully warm on the skin and gives the most gorgeous glow, soft glow. It's not going to be like metallic highlighter glow, soft flattering glow. So, let me see. Let me give you a little swatchy of this one. Like, isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. But you see how it has that warmth in there? It's like a more pigmented version of the CoverGirl. Honestly, it's just... So this one will work for more skin tones. And very pigmented and buildable as well. But it just gives a wonderful glowy warmth to the skin that's not going to be orangey. It is so pretty. Truly just earthy. I think that might be more the vibe I'm going for, just shades of earthiness and rosy terracottas and last one that fits into kind of that earthy rosy category, we have this one from Wet n Wild. Again, another super affordable option here. This is one of their little blush sticks, and this is the shade Floral Majority. Floral Majority. It's like Floral Majority? I don't know. And so this one looks like that. Very pretty, easy product to work with. It's a really soft high-end feeling cream, to be honest with you. This feels like any cream product you're going to find at Sephora or anywhere else, and it's going to perform just as beautifully on the skin. And yeah, it has that warmth to it. It's buildable. It is super affordable and just really cool. Really a beautiful shade. So that's Floral Majority. And I like it because, again, it has that rosiness, but it has that warmth, and it's not too much. Now moving over to something a little bit warmer, we're getting into some more earthy peach colors. Still, I think, gonna be beautiful on fair skin. We have Warm Soul from MAC. This one, it looks very muted, and it is a very muted warm blush. It is soft, and it is beautiful, and it is graceful. It gives the most refined, just angelic warmth to the skin. It has a soft golden sheen, very, very soft golden sheen. And it just looks so delicate on the face. Beautiful for very fair skin. It is lightly pigmented. It is not a deep shade. It doesn't have a lot of depth or richness going on. This is the warm blush that you're wanting to go fully into the warm side of things, but you're very fair. This is the color to go for. And on a deeper skin tone, it's going to give more of a golden glow because you'll just see more of that sheen rather than the color itself. And it can be very pretty in that way. But just a beautiful shade for super fair skin if you want something to go into that warmer side of things. And this one from the Dollar Tree. This is called Coral Pink. This is one of the most beautiful blushes. Dollar Tree. This is from their Essentially Ageless stuff from Be Pure, and this color is so dang pretty. It is warm, it is glowy, it has that sheen very, very similar to the CoverGirl, but it has a gorgeous warmth in it and just an amazing glow for fair skin. Here you go. Here's another beautiful, warm, yet glowy option. And actually this one has a little bit of that coolness in the reflect to it. So this would probably fit better in with the CoverGirl rather than MAC Warm Soul. I just kind of have them sitting by each other. But yeah, very soft, super. This one has a really finely milled pearlescence to it that is actually really pearly at the same time. Super flattering, and it just gives so much life to the cheeks, and the light catches it so beautifully. I cannot get over. This is a Dollar Tree blush. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Coral Pink, I think, is a really good name for this one. If you see any of these Essentially Ageless blushes at the Dollar Tree, get them. They are top tier. Like, you could put that in a Chanel compact. I would not know the difference. They are good. They are good. All right. Now, let's get warmer. Let's get a little warmer with it. Let's get a little toastier here. These two. We have Dewy Rich Coral and Dewy Worth It. These two are so pretty. With Worth It, you're going to get something a little more muted, a little more earthy, a little bit restrained in its warmth. With Dewy Rich Coral, you're getting a little bit more vibrance with it, but not by much. They're both very pretty, very close. If you're wanting something with just a hair more pink in it, go with the Coral one. If you're wanting something a little more warm, toasty, but still muted, go with Worth It. They are so very pretty and just graceful blushes. Super easy to work with. Truly one of the nicest liquid blush formulations out there on the market, period. These two are so good. I have on Dewy Bright Coral today, underneath some other stuff, but I do have it on today, and I found myself really enjoying this one. And you can see I have actually made quite a dent in Dewy Worth It. And what they say dewy, but they're not dewy. They are what I would just call kind of a skin-like finish, like a little more airbrush finish. They're not glowy, they're not dewy. Like greasy looking or anything like that. They just look kind of skin-like, and they can lean themselves to be having a matte finish, just depending what you pair them with. But they're not like dewy on the skin, if you get what I mean. I think that's a little bit of a misleading name for these. But yeah, very pretty. Also from them, this one right here, this is called Glowy True Rose, I believe. Yeah, Glowy True Rose. This is going to be your glowier option. It has a lot more warmth in it and a warmer sheen to it. Very, very pretty on the skin. Even on my fair skin, I can wear this one. That's one thing with these from L'Oreal. They're going to work on a ton of skin tones. They are very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. This one has such a pretty sheen to it also. Just a beautiful warm glow. Again, very earthy yet vibrant. So pretty. So pretty. And that one's going to be beautiful on just about every skin tone that you put it on. It's a good shade. Similarly, we have this one from Maybelline from the Sun Kisser range. This is a very close color. It's pretty similar. This is called City Sizzle. Like they're pretty close. They're pretty close. I think City Sizzle is just a little bit warmer, actually. It has just a little bit more warmth and richness to it. Very pretty. A little bit cheaper too than the L'Oreal option. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one. It has the same kind of glow to it. If you look close, it looks like, you know, it's got some kind of sparkle in there, but it's not gonna be unflattering. It's very, very pretty. Again, easy to work with, very pigmented. So light hand, but a perfect shade for this time of year. Why I keep forgetting to bring wet wipe in here to wipe all this off. Now, jumping back over to MAC. If you're looking for something real warm, we got this one here. This is called Apricot Jelly. This is going to be really pretty on deeper skin tones, but this is going to work on a lot of different skin tones, in fact. It has a very, almost non-existent glow to it. Like vaguely glowy in this one. And it is this rich, warm, toasty apricot shade that is so pretty. Like, I like this one for summer, for like that kind of evening sunset look, but this one can also be really pretty for the fall season as well, because it's got that really nice orangey to it. Now, this has no pink in it. This is truly an apricot orange type of shade. So you're going to get bright pigmentation, very orange, and very toasty in that respect. And I think this could be super pretty for this time of year. I mean, look at that. Very, very, very minute glow within this one in particular. Some of them in the range have more glow to them, but I mean, come on, that's a perfect fall color too. But yeah, so that's like a perfect fall color. Summer evenings, fall. That's what this color makes me think of. And I think I've done a look with this one. I want to say I did an apricot look. I can't remember now. You get to the point where you film so much content, you don't even know what you've done anymore. I feel like I've done a look with this. I think a really pretty kind of sunsetty type of warmth. Similar to that is this one from Danessa Myricks. This one I think is, yeah, Golden Hour. And it has just, I mean, it is super vibrant, great for deeper skin tones. And with a light hand, great on my ghostly face. Look at that. Look at that. Not only is this one, again, beautiful for summer, like for that kind of sunset vibe, it is gorgeous for fall as well. It just depends what you pair things with. And, you know, how you kind of essentially accessorize it with the rest of your makeup. But yeah, with a dark smoky eye or something like that, this could be so, so pretty for fall. Another one that's kind of like that. This is Bahamas from e.l.f. This is one of the putty blushes. It has a pretty similar quality to it. I'm going to start swatching down here. I feel like my hand's getting stained. Just a little bit more muted, but it has a really nice toasty orange quality to it that is super pretty. Super duper pretty. I wore this the other day. I forgot how much I loved these putty blushes. They have a beautiful formula that is not too dissimilar from the Danessa Myricks formula. They have kind of an airbrushed blurring quality to them that just look very smooth and very soft focus. And yeah, this shade is just super, super pretty and has a really nice level of warmth to it that can work on quite a few skin tones. Yeah, the rest of them I have are all drugstore. So from Milani, these two little Cheek Kiss blushes here, these are from their original Cheek Kiss line that is more of a gel type formula. Like, it's not matte, but it's not dewy either. It's somewhere in between. It's a really, really unique formulation, very easy to work with. They're a little warm. They're not crazy pigmented to where they get messy, and I like that you can just squirt a little bit out on your hand and really work into the brush well. I like that quality about them. They feel like you're finger painting or something. They're very fun. A little bit goes a long way, but these two shades I thought would be perfect for fall. So first one is Nude Flush. Nude Flush gives almost a bronzer-like quality to the skin if you're fair like myself. It has a really nice toasty warmth to it that pairs up beautifully with something with a little bit more pink in it, like the Luminoso Cheek Kiss Glowy Blush. Looks really pretty with it. This is one that I like to pair up with something that is a little bit more vibrant. This is very muted, very earthy, and very warm. I wouldn't really particularly call it nude. I would call it warm. And the other one is going to be moving into more of a berry side of things, a warm wine. Not a bright, cool tone berry, but a warm berry. A warm wine burgundy side of things. And this one's called Wine Glow, and it has warmth in it. It's not purpley berry. It has a warm undertone. I love that kind of wine shade when it has the warmer undertone to it. I think it's so pretty for this time of year. Now, I love a good berry shade, but those I want to reach for more in the winter months. As you can you see that? It has warmth in it, but it's still like a wine color. It's so pretty. So pretty and very unique, I think, and it can work on a multitude of skin tones. You can really sheer these out if you're fair, and you can build them up. They give you a lot of playtime, and yeah, they're gentle. There's something very gentle about them, and this color I think is just absolutely perfect for fall. Again, that's Wine Glow. These all are going to be a little bit warmer than what they look like on the packaging, just FYI. And also from Milani, speaking of kind of that wine type of formulation, this is Merlot Moment from their cream Cheek Kisses. This one, again, it has that warmth in it. There's an earthy, muted quality to this. It's not a pink, purpley, bright berry. This one has a little more red and ruddiness to it that I think can be super flattering and super pretty for fall. Yeah, it's a romantic color. This is one that I think can transition over into winter really well and go into that more cold girl look, but this one also has enough warmth in it that it can still be a toasty vibe. Does that make sense? There's something very muted in this one and very, very vampy, if you will, very Merlot-esque. I love it. So I think we might need to do a look really featuring that shade. Okay, and these two, I don't know if you can still get, but I love them and I whip them out every single fall season. These are from e.l.f. These are from their Primer Infused line. I'm going to link them if I can find them on Amazon or somewhere. I'm linking them because they are really cool. And I just don't know if they carry these shades anymore. So we have Always Cheeky. This is a very warm leaning soft peach. Like, it is a yellow based peach. And then we have this gorgeous terracotta number right here called Always Spicy. Look at that. That is like pure terracotta goodness. I love putting these together and doing kind of a draping situation. That's what I did today with them, where I take this one and apply it more to the outer part of the face, almost as if it's a contour. And then this one on the more center part of the cheek, a little bit more towards the apple of the cheek. And it just really, I think, creates a pretty effect. Also, I take a little bit of this and put it around the transition area on the eyeshadow. It just creates this beautiful, like, terracotta, warm, toasty haze on the skin. And together, I think they make such a unique combination. So pretty, so pretty. And this is just such a unique, cool color. It's gonna work on so many skin tones, but like, you wouldn't think that color on me would be a thing. But no, it all comes down to your application method, how you apply things, what you pair them with, and where you put them. So if you want to see how I did that, I do have a video on today's look that is either going to be tomorrow or was yesterday. So it should be right next to this video, one side or the other, if you go to my channel and look in the like recent uploads. Okay. And last one, I promise we'll be done here. This is Glowy Terracotta goodness for all skin tones, especially deeper skin tones. This is going to be just life-giving on you. This is a Buttermelt blush from, are they called Buttermelts? Yeah, this is a Buttermelt blush from NYX. Look at this. Look at this. It is so stunning. It has a gorgeous sheen within it. This is called Feelin' Butta. This shade is gorgeous. Just super toasty, warm, ultra pigmented, light hand. Light hand. If you're my skin tone, super light hand. But look at this. Look. I'm going to swatch this for you. I just love. I love the way they feel. They have such a unique formulation. Look at that. Look at that. Like, you could do this as eyeshadow and blush and be such a cool look. Such a cool look. Look at that. How pretty. And it has the most beautiful glow within it. And yes, I wear this shade and I think it looks good. It just, again, depends on your application method. Light hand. And it can look so fabulous. Now, I do think because I have darker hair, it kind of balances it out. If you're like super fair with really blonde hair, this may not be the color for you. If you are more like light blonde, I would say stick to those light peachy shades we talked about in the beginning and those warm rosy tones. Those are going to be chef's kiss on you. Talking to you, Kelly. I'm picturing you right now and what blush I would put on you. That is the blushes that come to mind for me for the fall season. I know I've probably mentioned some of these last year, the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that. And since I got a particular blush. But there's something about them, I want to pull them out every year and just roll around in them. I want to slather them all over my face. I don't know why, but I just do. And this is my favorite time of year for makeup. I love these types of colors. They are my kind of colors. I am a autumn. And so, yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. And what are your favorite blushes for fall? Let me know that in the comments because, girl, you know I want to know. And if you got some recommendations for me, don't gatekeep. Don't gatekeep. Tell me because I'm going to need them. And coming your way is going to be, of course, a lip edit of fall lippies. And if you missed it, I have one of these videos just yapping about fall eyeshadows. And I kind of like to do these seasonally. And fall seems to be the one I never miss. And I'll get spring, but like summer and winter, I usually just kind of forget about for some reason. Anyway, I have more fall looks coming your way. Look, we're going to be doing fall looks up until Thanksgiving. All right? Up until American Thanksgiving. End of November. November like 24th or whatever. Whenever Thanksgiving's falling this year. The last Thursday of November. We're going to be doing fall looks up until then, baby. And then we will move on to our Christmas glam and Christmassy looks. Because I love that. And New Year's glam. That's so fun. Yeah, and we'll be doing like gift guides and all that good stuff then. So, anyway. That's all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one. May the peace of the Lord be with you always. Bye now.